Miller Lite.
All right. Good afternoon. You're here at the brew station of Bluegill Brewery with our senior brew master and our founder, Mr. Roy Ayers, right here.
Hello.
Now hooking up the gas bottle. I'm Rick Tisdale, senior brew master. And yes, we will make Mexican beer if need be. At this point, what we're doing is we're hooking up our tank so we can get our water cold so we can start our water. Wish us luck. Read the paper, make sure it didn't blow up.
We're in the middle of our steeping process. I thought what I would do is get Rick to bring the camera over here so you can see what it looks like when you're actually steeping. Now that is an atrocious looking mess there on in that bag. But what we're doing is we're steeping it just like a tea bag, like I said earlier. And what we're doing is extracting all the goodness from it. Okay? Now, we're doing this for 30 minutes. You may notice the chicken down below. Chicken is our timer, and that is the chicken, the original chicken that you see. You'll always see it at the Bluegill Brewery. The chicken goes everywhere. So this is what we time with, and it is known as the atomic chicken. That's it. All right. Well, the 30 minutes is up. And we've been steeping this thing like it's a tea bag, 30 minutes. And it's got some deliciousness in the water. We showed that a little to you earlier. It's even gotten more dark or darker or whatever you want to call it. So at this point, what we want to do is just let this drain out, and then we're going to get rid of it. There's not much else you can do with it. The grains are spent. Leave it in much longer. If you had to, more heat applied to it, you start releasing tannins, which bitters your beer. You don't want that. So we've done the prescribed 30-minute steeping. I'm just letting this run out, as you can see right now. And I'm a firm believer in getting everything I can out of it. Now, I will tell you one thing. Most of you that brew already know this. You don't squeeze the bag. Okay? Squeezing it when it's wet like this after you've done this for 30 minutes, that will release tannins, which will impart a bitterness to your beer. Not a good bitterness either. So basically, once you're done, you're done. I'm just going to put it over to the side. It'll go into my composter a little later. And the next stage will start here in just a second. Roy Ayers and Rick Tisdale at Bluegill Brewery. We're brewing It's Just Miller Lite. Now we've gotten our stuff back up to a rolling boil. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and kill the gas. Then we're going to lift the pipe off the burner. At that point, what we're going to do is we're going to excuse a second while we lift this off. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to add our liquid malt extract. Alright, and we'll stir that for about 3 minutes to make sure it's dissolved. We put it back up on the burner, we'll bring the burner back online, and at that point we'll slowly bring it up to a boil. So you can watch while Rick's pouring this in here. I'm going to go ahead and start stirring it. What we're trying to do is dissolve all this goodness. This here, stuff a chin, right? And what we're using is I believe it's a white extract. We've already used the Caramel 20. Got this in there, and then that's basically all, other than corn sugar that'll be going in here, and some hops. That's about it. But it does make for a good beer. It's a good. We do this for our fishing trip every year. We go to the Capital City Four Wheelers fishing tournament down in Havers. And the last 2 years that we're going, we've brewed this every year. We never bring any back. Just so you know. Let me help Mr. Rick here real quick with the spoon and see if I can, if you can hold that on. Go ahead and see if I can get every bit of this that I can. Yes, now one secret to using liquid malt, if you get it directly at the homebrew store and bring it straight home, brew right then, it's fine. It's not cold. But usually I get mine during the week, stick it in the refrigerator, and it gets kind of sticky. So what I do is the day that I'm going to brew, I go ahead and get it out and just let it sit so it warms up enough that I can get all the stuff out of it. So I think that's about it. Rick, you get anything out of that?
No, my friend, I believe you got it.
All right, well, I'm going to stir this up. At that point, we'll put this back up on the burner. reignite the burner, and then slowly bring this to a boil. We'll stop at that point as far as the film's going, and then we'll get to the point where we start adding the other things like the corn sugar and the hops. We'll bring it back online. All right? We'll talk to you a little bit. Welcome back. This is Roy Ayers and Rick Tisdale, and I'd like to introduce our webmaster for the Bluegill Brewery and fellow brewer and all-around guy with the beer, Joe Dorn, as we call him, Joe P with a T. What we're getting ready to do now is we've gotten our stuff back up after the malt has been all dissolved and everything. We've got ourselves up to a rolling boil. At this point, on this particular recipe, we're going to add an ounce of Cascade hops at 60 minutes, which we're getting ready to start. We'll go ahead and add the corn sugar. We'll let this roll for 60 minutes. Once we get this done, with no hot breaks, we don't have anything exploding or anything like that. We'll come back to you at the end of it when we start to bring everything down and cool everything off. We're going to be using the this gives wappy over here. All right, which you can't see. Sorry about that. I forgot the camera doesn't follow. Anyway, that's it.
What time's Chuck Norris getting there?
There.
Running.
How are you?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to sit down at this point.
Let's see if I can do this without dropping them on the floor.
We'll try to do this. Hopefully, we'll not get a hot flash. In the event we do, you'll see it.
And you go to hot. Senor Stirmaster is taking care of that. I cannot remember. This goes down. Let's get these dissolved first.
Smell it now.
Oh, yeah. Nice and Cascade.
Got a nice, good rolling bowl going here. It's a beautiful day. Temperature outside today is roughly about 83 degrees. In the shade, it's a little cool. According to Roy a little bit ago, when I turned the fire up, it was a whole lot hotter than 83 around his kneecaps.
Yes, it was. Little. All right. Go ahead and cut this loose. Good. If you're so kind as to set the chicken for 1 hour. Over here. We'll put our homemade contraption here to chill down.
All right, I'm killing the bowl.
This very clean.
212 kilo.
All right, you got it?
Yep.
All right. Drop this in here.
Got our cooling coil.
Rick, if you go there and turn on the cold water.
Coming at you, brother. He's yours.
Yeah, here. Go ahead with Rick. When all else fails.
The time is 8 o'clock.
Oh, that's some hot water coming through here.
Sure is.
Actually, it's actually
Air.
air.
Yeah. Good. There,
That's
there.
fine.
That's steady.
Okay.
All right, now, what we're going to do, take the thermometer, excuse me,
And what he's doing now is he's sanitizing the thermometer. He's doing it at 212. Trying to keep it as clean as we possibly can.
I just sanitized this before we were in.
It was needed.
It was good.
It was needed.
There's
Thank us.
All right, now put this in here. We want to get down to about 75 degrees. Once we get there, we're good. We'll stop the chilling process, and then we'll go ahead and put it in our bucket and
Got to add yeast.
add our yeast. Oxygenate.
You have your oxygenator.
I have. We're going to actually use oxygen. We're not going to use the whip method. We're going to do that. We got the oxygen bottle. Got that little blast with that. Should be good. So, and there you go, Bill. All right. So, you know we got some stuff. Don't worry about it. It's on the inside. All right. Put this over here to catch any of the trub that we don't want to get imparted to the beer. So, we'll take it now. Mr. Dorn and myself will be pouring while Mr. Tisdale will be holding the bag. Alright, so, now, what we're gonna do is, Rick's gonna go ahead and strain this out. You'll see, that's your hops, and any other stuff from the truck from the brew itself.
And once again, we're gonna let this run, but we are not gonna squeeze it. We're just gonna try to get all that good pure beer out of it at this time before we add the water to it, but we do not want to squeeze it at this time, nor ever do we want to squeeze it.
You did not want,
You don't squeeze the truck, folks.
no.
Have I mentioned, you do not squeeze the back.
Yeah, just lay that over there.
Okay, now we want to add water.
Great t-shirt.
I got to count.
Squeeze it back.
The truck.
All right, now, Mr. Tisdale's gonna move the stuff while I hook up here real quick. Have a spare hose. And we shall add enough water at this point.
This is a 5-gallon batch, we're gonna bring it up to 5 gallons.
Anybody looking for 5 there? Here we go. Okay, well, almost at 4 gallons. You may be asking yourself, well, wait a minute, if you're doing a 5-gallon batch, how come you having to add water? Because when I brew a 5-gallon batch, I usually start with 3 gallons of water, do all my work with that. Then at the end, we add enough to make 5. Then we'll add our yeast and then oxygenate it. And then we're done for a week or 2. And here we are. Okay. We're good. So we've got our 5 gallons of water in here. So with this, now first we got to add the yeast. What we're using with this brew is White Labs California ale yeast, and I've let it sit out so that it starts to get itself together. Of course, keep it refrigerated until you need it. Now we're done. I'll tell you what. An old trick you always want to do before you open your yeast, because it is under pressure, but you do want to sanitize around the edges. Give it a second, because you don't want to contaminate this. This is an easy way to contaminate your beer if you don't even think about it. All right, so I think we're good. Now put this down here so it doesn't blast me. All right, and here we go. Alright, get all that goodness. There's a little bit in there. Just want to make sure we get everything we can. Yeast is our friend when it comes to making beer. Always.
You know, yeast can be your enemy too.
It can be if you have lady porn.
That, by the way, is not part of the beer brewing process, just part of our scientific studies through junior and high school.
I have heard that.
In early adulthood.
Okay. So, with that being done, now we blast it. Mr. Dorn, if you will stick that in the water there, hopefully we have some.
Who runs Bartertown? Master Blaster.
Yeah. Get it all around.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. Gotcha. Woo. Okay. And I think that'll be it.